Hello, welcome to the channel. We've got some Duskmourn play booster boxes here from the sealed arena event where you can win actual boxes of cards. I did end up winning the event once, so we're gonna go ahead and crack one of the Duskmourn play boosters here. These are the old style play booster box, which still has 36 packs. Duskmourn has some decent hits. The Arena Direct event was what I couldn't think of the name of. But anyhow, it's been a little while since Duskmourn. Not super familiar with the cards, but I know the at least the set has stabilized. These are going to be U.S. Printing boosters, judging by the way that the packs are constructed. They don't have the triple dots that seal the packs like the Japanese boosters do. So rares are going to be in the back. We'll get right into cracking because there's 36 packs here. But there are some good hits. There's like Sheltered by Ghosts. The white enchantment uncommon is, I think it's like $3 or $4, something like that. So let me zoom in here just a touch. Now that we got the box opened, and then I'll try and get on the cards. But we're gonna burn through the commons. I think there's a red uncommon that's also worth a little bit. Airbella was worth a few cents, I think, for a little while. Ley lines aren't anything, but there are some decent rares in the packs. The Cycle of Verge lands, I think they vary from like $3 to like $6, so those are pretty good. All of the Enduring cards, I think, are worth a few bucks at least. So those are just rares, so that's nice. The set, and then of course the Overlords. So there's some mythics that are pretty good. I'll sort after I open everything. There's a red instant, I think, uncommon. Curse Recording. That one's not really anything, I don't think. What is that? Oh, it's a Plains. Okay, sure. I knew that. But yeah, so it's I'm gonna open this box. I don't know if I'm gonna open the second one. I might do some limited with some friends. Either way, I'm gonna keep the cards. I just sometimes it's nice to have some play packs around to do like a sealed or whatever. Because currently the set is Aetherdrift, and frankly, I'd rather play Duskmourn. Altanak, Unstoppable Slasher. That's a decent hit. I think it's a few bucks. The Gorge, Piggy Bank. And then there's some special guests and things I think that might be worth a little bit. That's always, the chance of having them. Of course, without being collector boxes, we can't get the fractured foils or anything like that, but just hoping to open like a little bit of value. We'll see how this does. And then, of course, fill out the playset. I don't think... Oh, in fact, there's a Sheltered by Ghosts. That's cool. I think we did get a playset of that, but like any extra copies are worth, a few dollars. Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon, Dazzling Theater, and Prop Room. I don't think that's all that desirable. Vanish from Sight, and then a little token card. Oh, actually, speaking of tokens, the Everywhere token, which is very hard to get, I think they're worth like $3 to $4, depending on which one. But they're pretty good. Spineseeker Centipede, good limited card. But yeah, Aetherdrift, I did end up playing an event, and I won a collector box of that too. I don't know why I even played it, because the set's like not really that great, but alright, Blazewire Verge, that's good. I'll put the cards that I know are like decent in a little pile there, and we'll see how many of them we get. And then if I know anything as I continue to rip some cards, I'll put them aside. Friendly Ghost. Lots of cards here, though. I'm going to try and keep the video reasonably timed, because it is just a play box. But thank everybody for watching if you choose to do so. Be nice to see Victor Valgavoth Seneschal. I don't know. I don't think that's worth anything. Ooh, a foil land. That's cool. Don't get a lot of those, at least not in play packs. I don't know why. I just put it in the pile. It's fine. Actually, I think, is that... Oh no, Waltz of Rage. I thought it was Screaming Nemesis. Screaming Nemesis is a good card. I believe it's just mythic rare, or just... I think it's mythic rare, not just rare. But it's... I want to say it's worth like over $10. So there's a few hits in this set, a little more than some others. I don't remember all the Overlords' names. The Green Overlord, the Black Overlord are both doing pretty well in some constructed formats. Untimely Malfunction, I believe this is the uncommon. I think it's worth like $1 or $2. So good for us there. The Machete, Doomsday Excruciator. We did put this in a Kalia deck, I think. Yeah, because it's good to cheat into play. Not worth anything, unfortunately. I thought that was foil for a second. And then we got another art card. The Mirror Room. Alright, I'm going to kind of put the cards aside there. And we'll have, once again, more sorting to do. It's the life of a limited and just, you know, just Magic player, I guess. We always have sorting to do. Try not to spoil all the cards. Horde Vigor. Cackling Slasher, Beastie Beatdown, Razorkin Horde Collar, Walk-in Closet, Forgotten Cellar. It is a mythic. Ooh, a double mythic pack and a play booster. And Valgavoth's a good hit. This one I don't remember. I run it in my lands deck. It's a mythic. That's cool. We'll put it aside. Valgavoth is great. I want to say Valgavoth. It was hovering around $20 for a while. It's probably like 10 to 15 now, I would guess. But decent card. Like, it was... I think if it finds a home as a reanimate target, if there's a reanimate deck, it's a good reanimate target, at least until this fall when Troxa rotates out. And then this one, then Valgavoth will probably be the thing. Ooh, Special Guest Damnation. I didn't even realize this was a special guest. That's a good one. I want to say... Wasn't Damnation hovering around $20 for a while? And special guests are hard to get. That's cool. And so that replaced the last common, I think. Yeah. So special guests hit the last common. You know, I never even realized, or I never ended up determining these cards that have two different art versions. I think this is the later art version because it has the shadow. Really hard to see. Nowhere to Run might be worth a little bit. I'll set it in the maybe pile. Valgavoth's Lair, I don't think was really anything. We got more sorting to do anyway. Don't worry, I'll check everything. I don't know if anybody worries about what I do, but yeah, if you were. Nowhere to Run, you know, it was kind of seeing some play in the whole Esper Pixie like bounce strategy and standard. And now there's, you know, another edict that you can hit from Aetherdrift. So anyhow, that one, Fear of Falling is actually another one in that deck. I'll set it aside. Trial of Agony, I don't think is anything. This was a really good limited bomb. I don't think it's worth anything. Sure, we'll check everything. Oh, another foil Valgavoth's Lair. So that's the Valgavoth pack, I guess. I should just put all the rares aside because I'm going to have to do that anyway, but that's fine. We'll, like I say, try and keep the video length reasonable for some play boosters and just keep on cracking. Yeah, I did really enjoy this set. Didn't do as much in paper as I kind of wanted to. Just timing didn't really work out with everything. But I played a lot on Arena. Defiant Survivor, Toby, Strangled Cemetery. I thought I got a rare land there. That looks like a land. Nope, it's Fear My Authority. That has to be a commander card. I don't remember that card's name. Alright, 1/3 of the way through the box, and we got about 10 minutes on the video, so I'll try and speed it up a little bit, but if it ends up long, whatever. Appreciate anybody watching. You know, if you just want to watch it in the background while you know, eat or whatever, we would appreciate all the views. Optimistic Scavenger, is it Scavenger or Survivor? Scavenger. I don't know if that's worth anything. House Cartographer. Ghost Vacuum's worth a few bucks. Enduring Curiosity's worth a few bucks. I think Ghost Vacuum's probably like 2 or 3. It was like 7 for a while. We sold a couple copies when they were like $7 to $8 when the set was new. I think we sold them at MagicCon, and then it's just a good like graveyard hate card and kind of like a endgame, kind of a win con, I guess. It gives you something to do for on the cheap for 1 mana. But yeah, we sold a few copies of it, and then the Enduring Curiosity just threatens to draw a lot of cards. Hard to get rid of. Ooh, Silent Hall Creeper. That looks really cool. I don't know that this one's worth anything, but that's a cool like showcase treatment for it. That one's just uncommon foil. What is that? Is that the Curiosity? Enduring Curiosity? No, Inquisitive Glimmer. Well, you know, the Curiosity's a glimmer too. Get out of there, cards. The US packs are sure easy to open, though. Alright. Unable to Scream. That was a good removal spell. In limited. Weary Watchdog. Glimmer Light. Keys to the House. Soul Rager. Popular Egotist. Glimmer Seeker. Enduring Tenacity, I think, is a few bucks. I think all of the Enduring rares are worth, like, something. I'll go ahead and put these in the pile on that side and probably knock them over. But we'll see. So, I don't know. There's some good cards we've pulled aside already. I don't know if it's going to be, like, worth, like, you know, when people get sealed product, I love opening cards. It's just that dopamine rush of oh, what did I get? It could be anything, you know? And, but of course, you know, there's expected values in sets, and also most sets, the second you open it, it goes down in value. So I don't really expect this thing to be worth more than what a box is. I think when they ship these things out, ooh, is that a Valgavoth? Masahiro Ito? Oh, Damnation, okay. So the special guest art, that's really cool. I don't really have anything to do with these art cards. But anyhow, when they do these Arena Direct things, I think they usually try and have the price valued at around $250. I don't know if that's guaranteed, but I just threw all the cards. I squished them. All right, order is going to be all messed up, so my apologies. So I don't know where the rare is. We'll see. Grand Entryway, Chandelier, Vengeful Possession, Midnight Mayhem. Man, the camera's trying to stay focused. I need to just get like a plain white thing. Okay, Valgavoth's Onslaught again. Raucous Carnival. Let's play a game, and then a Glimmer token. Ooh, have to check and make sure that it's not an Everywhere token on the back. I can't remember. I think it's Manifest Dread and Everywhere on one, and I'm not sure what the other... There's a couple versions of the Everywhere token. I don't think we've even pulled one. So it would be nice to have. I don't think I intend on playing Standard, but that card is seeing Standard play, and it was the best deck at MagicCon Chicago. I think 3 out of the 4 top 4 players were piloting a domain deck. Rip Spawn Hunter. Rip this pack. It was not worth anything. And I think Wizards has given up on these garbage cards. Where, you know, maybe they finally listen to people saying like, hey, look, you guys have the last slot of your pack competing with art cards and tokens. Do you really have any business still putting ads for Arena on the pack? Like, just print it on the booster pack or on the box or something. Like, don't put it in the, like, as one of the slots in the pack. Exercise. Get out. Oh, there's an Overlord. That's cool. I think that's one of the lesser desired ones, at least for financial value, but it's still solid. Twitching Doll. Huh, I guess that is the twitching doll. It just looked like a cat. So anyway, I'm kind of going on tangents here, but yeah, so they try and make these Arena Directs worth about $250 or so, because we won a festival in a box like a little over a year ago, I think. And then I won this one, and then I won the Aetherdrift one. So 2 play boxes of Duskmourn. They said roughly, if they ran out of product, which they didn't, but if they ran out of product, they would just pay you $250. I'm no doubt some people would rather get paid $250. Razorkin Needlehead, I think that's worth $1 or $2. Ooh, Tyvar. He's worth a little bit. Like most mythics, you know, are worth a little. Oh, that's a pack, triple or double rare, but like this is basically a rare. Like, okay, so everywhere with nothing on the back. This is probably the less desired one. But I am thrilled to get that. That's cool, because now I know for sure that I have a copy. So yeah. Anyway, the festival in the box, the 2 play boxes, and then the Aetherdrift collector box. And right now, Aetherdrift collector boxes are going for about $250, at least online prices. To me, that seems really high, because Aetherdrift, like. I don't know. There's not really anything to open. Like, there's the lands, and then, of course, there's some mythics and things, but I don't know. Nothing I'm excited for in Aetherdrift after opening a whole bunch of it. There's Windbreaker, Beastie, Marina Vendril. Not worth anything, because that card's only use case is a commander, and, oh, that's got to be the Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, Ghost Vacuum. Look at that. Yeah, Marina Vendril. Only really usable as a commander, so, and she's only a rare, so a lot of them are opened, and everybody's only going to need 1 copy of her, so it's a card that's never really going to be worth anything. Cool commander. I do like having unique deck building on constraints, and then Enchantress is a good thing, but it's a powerful thing, highly synergistic. Threat spot on every corner, another piggy bank. Balustrade Worm. I don't think this one ended up being worth anything. Cool card, though. Token. All right, almost through the second third of this box. And then I think play boxes right now for Duskmourn are going for about $120. So, you know, 2 of them is roughly $250. I'm sure some people would rather them run out of product and then, you know, pay out cash. But I don't think Wizards is going to do an Arena Direct for something that they don't have a lot of. They want to offload their product. That's what they're trying to do. Ghostly Dancers, cool card. Don't think it's worth anything or hardly much. Okay, a foil, Untimely Malfunction. But yeah, and then the other thing too is those Arena Directs. I know other content creators talk about doing events and basically like farming the events. I don't really think of them like that. I'm probably not quite at the level, and I don't really have the time. I do have a full-time job to try and grind out events, so I have to try and squeeze in these Arena Directs on like weekends and things when they make sense for me to do so. But I've seen, some people trying to convert, I guess they like to say, Entity Tracker and another Rip Spawn Hunter. That one looks cool. Some of these double exposure, I want to say is the treatment, look a little like lacking. That one, I like the contrast. Duskmourn's Domination. But yeah, it's effectively if you buy gems on Arena and are using those gems, because it's 5,000 gems to do an Arena Direct event, and you either get, I think it's up to 7 wins before 2 losses. I think it's 6 wins actually on sealed. For 5,000 gems, and then if you get to, I think it's 4 wins gives you 2,000 gems back, so it gives you a little bit of money back. 5 wins gives you your money back. Disturbing Mirth, okay. or it gives you your gems back. Hushwood Verge, okay, second Verge. I think Hushwood's almost $5. And then if you get the win, you don't get any gems back. So it's, you still went down 5,000 gems. But of course, then you win like the actual money prize, which is physical product, which, that's why you're playing the event, presumably. And then of course, 5,000 gems, if you buy it at the best dollar to gem rate, you spend $100 to get 20,000 gems. So one entry into an event is $25. We've started the third row of cards. And so $25, if you convert 1 in 10, technically you kind of get your money back. But you're just converting money into magic cards. So you could just shortcut and buy the magic cards if that's the rate that you do it at. So I tried, I don't know why I put that there. Because I'm talking and getting distracted. Yeah, so anyway, I did a total of 3 Duskmourn sealed events. And then I got 5 wins. I got 2 wins. And then finally I converted on the third one. So I technically paid 10,000 gems to get 2 boxes of cards, which is like $50. So, it's a decent rate. Like would anybody else pay $50 to buy 2 boxes of Duskmourn? Like I'd do it again. That being said, I didn't try it again after I won. I figured that was a win and I would stop there. Like any self-respecting gambler would. And then I'll just go and buy more magic cards. But like I say, it's kind of a time thing too. And, I've done a few. In fact, I want to say the only arena directs that I've tried, I've actually won after a time. I did, I think it was the same thing. So I did the Festival in a Box, and that one I tried on my account, I want to say 3 times, but I got paid out for it twice. So I got 5,000 gems twice, and I got 2,000 once. There's another untimely malfunction. So I was down like 3,000 for the event, and then didn't convert. But then we got back from like a convention or something. There's Marina signed art card, and so my sister's like, "Oh, is that event still going on?" I was like, there's not much time left. We can check." And I think there was like 3 hours left in sign up and we did it on her account. She had gems. So, I think I still had gems too, but anyhow, we did it on her account, and I just like runner ran it on her account, with a blue-black Demir deck. That one was chaos sealed though. So there was like 9 packs across like multiple sets. And it was like, opened the Shieldred that transforms, Fear of Isolation, Waltz of Rage is nothing, I don't think. And I'm sure I've missed stuff as I'm talking. But anyhow, that one, I didn't think the deck was good enough, but it was like, I think there were several Marching Machines packs in that set. But yeah, anyway, that one ended up being pretty good because it was like everything in the deck either like drew a card or like cycled. There was just a bunch of cheap stuff, so the curve was insane, and I cycled through the deck really quickly. And then the top end was like Shieldred, and I guess it wasn't really top end, but like flyers. And like it seemed like in that one, everyone was trying to go big with 6 or a 9-pack sealed because, of course you have fixing and like all the powerful things you can do. Okay, Nico, I don't think Nico's worth anything for a mythic, but I'll put it in the cool pile. Foil Sheltered by Ghosts. I don't know if the foil's worth more than the other one. I'm guessing it probably is because it's such a sought after card. And then, man, lots of art cards in this box. This has been fun opening. So anyhow, like, yeah, like people are trying to go like really big in that one because they open all these bomb rares and they want to play all of them. They have all this fixing because they have 9 packs of cards, and I'm just like playing this really lean, tempo-y Demir deck, and it got there. And then Aetherdrift I tried twice, and I actually went 0-1 drop. Like, the pool was horrible, and it's actually one of the reasons that I dislike Aetherdrift. Okay, Enduring Courage is fine. Entity Tracker and Showcase. It's a Showcase foil. Like, that's really rare for a play booster. I don't even think I've seen this card. I don't really care for the Showcase arts in this one. Put that over there. But it's cool to open, Showcase foils. But anyway, yeah, Aetherdrift, like, my first sealed pool was like, I opened some okay rares, and then something just about sealed for Aetherdrift is like, I'm sure, if you're watching this, you probably watch some other content and things. But, sealed pools for Aetherdrift, there's just some commons that are just junky and unplayable. Like, unless it's green. Like, green, almost every common is very good. But it's just like, there's a ton of, like, I think, unplayable cards. And so you'll look at your sealed pool, and like, each color is like, God, this is shallow. Like, how do I have 5 cards that I'm happy to play in all 5 colors? I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. It's not that bad. Jolly Balloon Band's cool, but not worth anything, I don't think. Who is that? Is that Winter? Kaito. Oh, Kaito. How do I not recognize Kaito? Because that, I don't know if I've even seen that showcase art of him. But yeah, it's like, then I went 0-1 with the deck that I wasn't happy with, and not even really anything that I felt like I could do to change it. Like, I had a bunch of white rares, and I think I had some green rares, and then, like, randomly my green was just like the shallowest color. Had a bunch of the junky, like, colorless artifacts. And, like, as soon as I saw my pool, I'm like, this isn't going to get there. And then I went 0-1, and I'm like, you know what? I'm off of it. I'm just going to drop. So I dropped, and then, did something else for like an hour. I was like, waiting to do some things with some friends, and I still had some time. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try one more time just to see, like, do I get, like, I was just, I don't know, like, in tilt mode. Like, let's just see if I get, like, the worst, like, combination of things again. And it was actually great. Like, I had curse cloth wrappings. I had just all this good green and black. There was a lot of self mill, which green and black is the deck that you want to be in this format, or in Aetherdrift anyway. And it was like every game felt like I was in control. It was just, I had a win con, right? The win con is put my deck into my library into my graveyard, and then find curse cloth wrappings and just win the game. And yeah, I only won one game in that. I think it was actually game 2, and then I just went runner on everything else. During Innocence is solid, and a Gloomlake Verge. All right, it's funny that, like, a lot of the packs, they're just play packs. So you get kind of like nothing important, and then you go and get like one pack that has like 3 good things in it, or 2, and I don't know what this is gonna do. I'll try and do a quick summary with this cool pile that I have, as I just about knocked my table over. Branch Snapper. But yeah, like, I got to do an event, got to buy a box of cards. The way I see it is, even if opening it isn't as valuable as trying to sell a box of cards, I've never tried to sell a sealed box of cards. I don't really like haggling with people and trying to do that whole thing. You know what? I'm really glad that I have only opened 2 ley lines in this box. That other box sitting there probably has like 10 in it. Because that was one thing that was like, felt bad, another piece of garbage. All right, 2 packs left to go. That was another thing that felt bad about Duskmourn, is like, sometimes you just open sets that, like, there's a cycle of ley lines, and they all suck. And don't tell me that the red ley line has a turn 2 kill. It's not worth, like, I think it's worth maybe $1. I still don't want to open it. I'd rather open a bulk rare. I don't want to see that card anymore. I don't want it to exist. I don't want the ley lines to exist. Get them out of my game. Like, I know there's a place for stuff like that. Omnivorous Flytrap. I think, Unstoppable Slasher. This one, I'm not sure on. Unstoppable Slasher is like a couple bucks, I think. This Flytrap might be worth $1 or something like that. Break Down the Door. Oh, that's the Enduring Innocence, but that's the showcase art. Yeah. All right, one pack left to go, and I'll do a quick little summary and kind of guess what the stuff's worth. We'll see how I do. But yeah, like, you know, like I say, I ended up spending the equivalent of like $50 of my time for these boxes, and this box is probably worth at least $50. You know, in fact, it's, honestly, if you checked everything, it's probably worth more than that. And I still got another box, restricted office lecture call. I don't think is anything. An island. Is this like the third full art land in this entire box? Stay hidden, stay silent is nothing, and then an insect token. So that the last pack didn't really end on anything important. And then let's kind of like filter through here. So there's like 2. I'm gonna say the blue black land's probably like 5, 7. Let's go 7, 9, 10. I'm gonna say that's 5, 15, dollar, 16. 1650, 1750, 1950, 2250, 27, 28, 30, 31, 34, 35, 37, 40, 43, 43.50, 43.51. Damnation. I'm gonna say that's worth like $10. So let's say 53 or something. This is like, let's say $12. This is like $62 now, or $65 now. 66, 67, 60. I want to say 69, but you know we're gonna get past that anyway. We're going to say this stack of cards is worth at least $69, and then y'all do with that what you want. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stuck towards the end where I could be silly and try and guess how much this is worth. Thank you so much. We're out here.